Hi, everybody, and welcome. Glad to have you in class. This is Summer 2 Psychological Statistics here at Stephen F. Austin State University, and I'm really glad to have you. This is the first time I've ever offered this summer class online. However, about half the class this spring, of course, was online, so I've gotten pretty good at it. I would ask you to just do a few things right away, if you would, here on July 7th. Please read the syllabus and schedule. I've done a pretty exacting job of trying to be very specific of when dates fall. We're really only together about 32 days conclusive, or I should say inclusive. July 7th through August 7th is 32 days total, and I've attempted to count for each one of those days. If you would, think about beginning reading. I'll have a link on the main D2L page for the code, if you will, for the online version of the text. Or, of course, it's not too late to get the Amazon version. The book now goes back to January of 2016, so I imagine the paperback version has gotten pretty inexpensive. And by the way, I've posted the first two scans onto D2L. So you can go on there and read the first two chapters. It's black and white, but it's pretty good quality. I can't complain. And think about beginning to watch the clips for chapters 1 and 2. The total viewing time for those two chapters is only about an hour and 55 minutes. The total viewing time for all 9 chapters, plus the various lab exercises, etc., is only, I think, 9 hours. So that's 9 hours over 5 weeks is, of course, less than 2 hours a week. Please complete the checklists as you finish things and be aggressive about posing questions. I'll do a good job at responding to those. I consider an online class during the summer for my perspective to be nearly a 7-day-a-week proposition, and I'll be sure to answer your questions promptly. And another thing is, if you'll consider joining the Zoom get-togethers, they're optional. You don't ever have to come. But I just think it might be a fun and diversion, I guess you could say, a good way to get into the test material. Preceding every test, I'll have 5 hours of Zooms, open houses essentially. So 3 hours on the day before and 2 hours the day of, and the test won't be due until midnight that night, of course. So tonight's Zoom session is merely a meet and greet. So I'll send out the Zoom code and the password, and you can drop by at your leisure if you want to. So I should say that Zoom get-togethers are always optional. You never have to do them, but I just thought it might be fun. So, and this is a very unusual summer. I have nowhere to be. So I go to Lowe's about twice a week, and other places just to kill time, and I spend a lot of time just driving around. And of course exercising. I love going out to the Arboretum and things like that. But truth be told, I'll have plenty of time to dedicate to our class. So good to meet everyone. Stay in touch. I'm glad to have you. Really looking forward to getting this underway, and I'll be available for all your questions all the time. And just let me hear from you one way or another, whether it's email or anything.